Well, this is the body for Curt's Trans Am, the prototype car. We've been doing metal work on it since, really the middle of the winter up until, current time. But we can kind of walk around it and show you what we've replaced and what we've done and where we're at on it right now. We've done the body work on the trunk lid, the spoiler. The spoiler had warped over the years. It was down about 1/4 of an inch in the center. So when you shut the trunk, it had a much bigger gap right here to the quarters than what we wanted. And then of course when you sighted down it was real low in the middle. So Tim was able to cut it in a few places and we got the shape that we wanted, then re-glassed it all back together. Basically we ended up working towards the front end. We've got this left fender, repaired the rust at the bottom, refined the gaps the way that we wanted. These are the fender extractors. They were on the vehicle and, when it got here. Now, we didn't disassemble them, so all the stuff was just a part. To look at them, the way they were fabricated and things, I believe that they were the original parts to the car. They were a little bit crudely made, which you would kind of maybe expect from a prototype part. And the way the studs were in them was different than I've seen on production, so they were made out of brass. They were just a little screw, they drilled a hole, countersunk them, slid the brass screws in and glued them in place and then glassed over them. Well, there was cracks and different things, so we took them all back apart and cleaned all the stuff up. Ultimately, we finished the inside nicer than they were just because I thought it'd look better when you looked inside them. And so these are basically ready to sand to paint. We've got them fitted to the car real nice so that it's going to look good. The only thing we have to do yet, because these are new fenders, we have to put the holes in that allow the extractors to work. So I've got to figure out exactly the dimensions and the shape of those holes. So that's one thing we have to do yet to the fenders. But just kind of neat that it had the original extractors that Winfield had made back then.